Do you have a 2024 Honda Ridgeline and you just feel like your car does not have that great of a sound system? Well, here we have a solution for that. It's called the Encore Alpha Power Amplifier. This is a 3 series amplifier, and compared to our 2 series amplifier that we shot a video on last year, this one has the ability to add power subwoofer very, very easily with RCA outputs, and also remote wire that will signal your new amp or your subwoofer to turn on. So it makes it very, very easy. And on top of that, super easy to install, and this fits conveniently behind your radio. So let's stop talking and let's get this installed. All right guys, so the first step we want to do is remove some of the interior panels. We're going to start off from the passenger side. We're going to first remove this. Grab a panel removal tool like this, a plastic one. We're going to wedge it in here and pop it off. All right. And let's carefully put it aside in a safe location. All right, and then let's grab a hold of this. We're going to pop it all the way out here. Just work your way to the left. All right, here we go. All right, so once this is out, we're gonna do the same for the driver's side. So let's walk on over on that side. Let's do the same. We will place a panel removal tool in here. Carefully pop this out. All being held by clips. Okay. And then let's grab a hold of this and move it down. All right. Okay. The panel removal tool will be your best friend when removing these type of panels. Okay. Get it out like so. Okay, terrific. So you don't have to remove this all the way. We'll just go ahead and leave it out like here. All we wanted to do was access this Phillips screw right here that we're gonna remove. All right, next, we are going to remove this panel piece here. But before we do so, let's mask off the area around it just so we don't scratch it while we remove this. All right, use a small panel removal tool. We're going to slowly pop this out. All right, so once this is removed, press down on this release and then let's pull it out like so. And once it is here, once we remove that, the next step is to remove this whole entire panel here. In order to do that, we're gonna remove some Phillips screws. We're gonna remove this Phillips screw here, also this one, and then the third one is gonna be behind this panel here, right here. And so once we remove those 3 Phillips screws, this panel is ready to come out. Okay, here's the first one. Second one. And the third one's right here. Let me get extension. All right, so once we have all those Phillips screws out, let's remove this panel. So we're gonna start off from this side here. Place your finger under here and just pull out. It's all just being held by clips. All right, and once this piece is out, like so, let's remove these connectors. Just push down the release tab and then pull out. Work your way one at a time, okay? And we'll push this panel. We'll push this clip out from the inside as well. All right, with the panel removal tool. All right, here we go. All right, so now that we got that piece out, let's also remove this piece here. It's just Phillips screws here, here, and one more in there as well. All right, so once all that is out, let's pull this back out here like so. Okay, and let's disconnect these connectors. We got one, and we got a few on the other side as well. But actually, we could just leave these in here. Just place this aside like so. Okay, and while that's there, locate the 8mm screws right here and right here, and we're going to remove them, and that will release the radio so that we could pull it out. Okay, you will need an extension to clear this area here. This one's a bit excessive, so you don't need something this long, but something a bit long will definitely help. And we have one here on the driver's side as well. All right, so once we got these screws out, this radio is ready to come out. So when you're pulling this out, we do want to get a hold of it from up here and pull out towards you. So let's use our panel removal tool. Okay, so once this is out here, go ahead and we'll just lay it on this towel here like so. And let's disconnect this GPS connector here, okay? And pull it out a little bit. All right, now let's go grab our amplifier. All right, here is our kit here. And inside the kit, you'll find our amplifier. You also find our plug and play harness. Okay, and let's locate the connector that we're going to be connecting it to, which is going to be this bottom left corner right here. This one right here. So let's remove this, just push down the connector, just wiggle it out like so. We'll leave it out right here for now. All right, and here's our harness here. It's a plug and play harness, fits right into that connector. Like so, and let's plug the other side in. All right, and let's grab this negative terminal. We are going to connect it to the side of the radio here on one of the bolts. Okay, it's an 8mm bolt, and let's just screw it on like so. All right, and the other side of this harness here, we're going to connect it to our amplifier. And here's the other side of the harness. We're going to connect it directly to our amplifier like so. All right, and we tested another Ridgeline. We found that just keeping at the default 50% is the best, so we're going to just keep it right in the center as how it comes from the factory. And in regards to this auto sense feature, default is going to be on speaker. You could leave it speaker, so that means the amplifier turns on as soon as it gets a speaker signal. All right, and this customer also left us with some additional cables. I got the RCA cables here, and we also have a remote wire extension we're gonna connect to this, and we're gonna route those cables down here so that the customer can add a power subwoofer later if he wishes. All right, so let me go ahead and work on routing these cables. All right, so we're gonna route this. We're just gonna pull down on this panel here and then give it some room for the side like this. And we're gonna catch the harness from behind the radio on through the left side down below. And here we go. And we are going to do the same for the blue remote wire. All right, here's some extra wire here. We're gonna route it through the same way we routed the RCA cables. And it is easier to go from bottom to top. All right. And next, we're going to connect these two wires together. So you can connect those wires in many different ways. We're just going to use these wire connectors. We're going to crimp it on using a bullet connector. But you can just simply use a wire connector. You can solder it together any way you like. And it's just standard 12 volt going through, so it's not necessary to over-engineer this connection. You can just do it whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, so let's connect these wires together. We're going to use these bullet connectors from Japan. And once again, guys, you guys could connect it in any way you feel you are comfortable with. You don't necessarily have to use this, and it's going to be very difficult to source this in the US anyways. So most likely you'll just use a wire connector. You'll just crimp them together. Then we'll finish off this connection with an electric tape, just to be 100% certain that it won't come loose or it won't come in contact with any other parts of the car that it shouldn't. All right, terrific. So once this is all done, we have our remote wire connected. We'll also connect our RCA cable on this side, like so. All right, and now all we have to do is mount the amplifier. Okay, we're mounting this amplifier. We're just gonna mount it right behind the radio. There's plenty of space, and we're gonna use some double-sided tape and tape it right there. All right, yeah, this side looks like it works pretty well. And the amplifier contact point is gonna be like the top and the bottom area. So we're gonna put two strips of double-sided tape, one on the top and one on the bottom. All right, so once it is there, let's go ahead and tuck in all our wires and harnesses and reverse order everything we just did, and that will complete the installation. All right, so everything is back together. Let me just organize these areas here. I'll tuck in these wires. I'll push this panel back up, and that will conclude the installation. So let me do some cleanup, and let me call the customer back in and see what his first reaction is. All right, what's up, guys? We just finished installing the Encore Alpha 3 series on this Honda Ridgeline, and here's the owner, Rick, and this is his very first time hearing his new sound system with our amplifier, so we're very excited to get his first impression. So let's see what Rick thinks about the new sound system.
Looking forward to it.
And it's in watercolors.
I noticed that there's a lot more depth to the bass, so
Yes.
I don't know if you made some adjustments to it.
Left it alone.
And also at a really low level, you can feel it a lot more. And that was my ultimate objective, was to just get this amp in here and kick it up a couple of notches, this factory unit.
Yeah. Your audio should sound more vibrant, more clear, and you'll notice little details that you haven't noticed before. And on top of that, the bass should bump more, and the highs too should be overall more loud.
I'm not sensing any more distortion at all. Yeah, No, it's exactly what I had expected.
Awesome. Cool.
And,
Perfect.
yeah, I gotta say, your guys are spot on.
All right.
Shop looks clean.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate you and your team.
Oh yeah, likewise. Thank you so much for
great.
allowing us to install this on your
Thank
car.
you. Looking forward to it.
And for all of you guys that's hesitant, you heard the first impression here, reaction. This is authentic, guys. We didn't pay him to say that. So for all of you guys interested, hit us up. We'll get you guys taken care of.
It's worth it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys, well, that concludes our installation and demonstration video on our Encore Alpha 3H3 power amplifier. As you guys can see, super easy to install. It's all plug and play. And in the future, if you'd like to add a power subwoofer, you can easily do so with our sub-out feature on the amplifier as well. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe button. See you guys on the next video.
I don't take no loss, it's simple. I'm a stand-up guy, walk 10 tall. Looking in the mirror, who